Tonight, a West Coast battle between the 49ers and the Rams is just a few hours away. Oh, look at SoFi Stadium. It's gorgeous. The 49ers dealing with a ton of injuries. We are going to update you on all of that. The Rams could be licking their chops tonight, but it's the NFL, so you never want to assume anything, right? As we welcome you in here, Lindsay Theory is in L.A. covering tonight's game. Of course, she joins us now. Lindsay, as I said, injuries a big issue for San Francisco right now. Let's start with the quarterback position, where Brock Purdy is out tonight.
Laura, Brock Purdy's out. Mac Jones will get the start again. He has confidence in his ability to step up. He won a couple games for the Niners in weeks 2 and 3. He says he believes in his process when it comes to preparation, regardless of whether he knows he's going to start or come in off the bench. Obviously tonight, very clear he will be the starter. Here's what's going to be Mac Jones' biggest challenge tonight, among other things. Who is he throwing the football to? He's without several receivers. Juwan Jennings is out. Ricky Pearsall is out. And let's not forget, Brandon Ayuk is yet to play this season. George Kittle is on injured reserve. So we could probably going to see a lot of Christian McCaffrey. Demarcus Robinson will start, as will Kendrick Bourne. I have to check the depth chart because they are so far down that chart, Laura, as they try to make do with a lot of backups. And plus, Mac Jones says in his preparation for the Rams, he believes that they are the best defense right now in the NFL.
Yeah, it's great stuff. We'll continue to keep you updated on everything around this game as it's coming your way. 2 3-1 teams, by the way, despite what the 49ers are dealing with their injuries. Thanks to Lindsay. All right, Byron Young and the rest of this Rams defense has been impressive in the early going. That's what the 49ers are dealing with tonight. Currently tied for second in sacks, top 5 in turnovers and touchdowns allowed. 49ers offense, meanwhile, has struggled to take care of the ball. Their 8 turnovers, tied for the most, actually, in the NFL. Dan Orlovsky and Jason McCourty are here. What's up, guys?
What's going on, Tap? How you doing? Happy birthday.
Happy
birthday, Ron.
Thank you, guys.
Happy
you know
birthday.
Nowhere else I'd rather be spending my birthday. Well,
really?
No, but this is
watching a Rams touchscreen?
This is pretty great. I can't wait for that. Dan, why is this Rams defense such a problem for teams right now?
Yeah, so one of the things that happened this year with this Rams, or last year, was that front four became such a viable part of their rush, and they were relatively vanilla with a lot of the things they did last year schematically. Then this year, what they've started to do is kind of expedite the simulated pressure from their defenses. And I would tell everybody from the offensive perspective, some of the things that they're doing with those simulated pressures and the lack of information they're giving quarterbacks with both the rush and the coverage is one of the reasons why that they are creating such dominant matchups and a lot of confusion for quarterbacks. So I'll start with the first one. A couple things. When I, as a quarterback, get to the line of scrimmage, I see this, basically a flat line. Naturally, that's a cover 0 indicator or cover 4, but I'm not really getting any information from the defense starting point. The second thing is I see a vacancy space-wise in the slot. So I'm like, okay, well, I'm anticipating a pressure then because somebody has to have some type of responsibility in either person or area. And then I go here. Well, that defensive end is standing up. He's probably going to be a dropper, but then that defensive end is standing up as well. So that's not an indicator either. What happens is this. The Rams are going to bring pressure. They're going to do that simulated pressure where they go here, here, and up the field. And then this guy's a pressure guy. Now, J-Mac, I get a dropper, right? I get that dropper right there. And from an offensive perspective, I go, okay, I got 1, 2, but they have 1, 2, 3. Well, that's advantage them. I'm outnumbered.
Absolutely.
And then I go up top and they go, I have 1, 2, 3, but you have 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm in a bad space offensively.
Exactly. And for us as a defense right now, I love that you showed this, and it's just a 4-man rush. But when you give us empty, now we have a lot of times have to get into what we call our empty check. And this right here is a defense that allows them to go 4-on-3 up top. And then now here for these guys down the bottom, he knows I have help inside, and I can force that. But I'm going to have to close to this guy because he's just a spot dropper. He's not going to collision or run with this guy. The beauty of this is up top. Now you get a chance to have 2 DBs, a safety right here and a corner up top. They're looking to see how these 3 are displaced once the ball snaps. 2 of these guys go vertical. That means I have the inside guy, you have the outside guy.
And then for me, like when I see this safety drive this, because this ball almost gets picked off, I look at it and go, well, if that safety's driving it, I want to launch a post, right?
Absolutely.
But you guys have outstanding leverage when it comes to this safety or this corner playing inside leverage, and it almost ends up an interception. Then I'll go to the next one. This guy's Jared Verse. This is a Defensive Player of the Year candidate. As a quarterback, I'm sitting there going, okay, I have to protect those 4 or 5 guys. I'm getting all those people walking around as a defense. I need the ball to get snapped on the road, which is where San Francisco is going to be tonight. And now all of a sudden that guy gets pressure running through my center, and then there's that shell coverage. As an offense, I have nowhere to go with the football, also having to deal with the huge pressure.
And the beauty of this is you see all of those guys running around. Behind Daniel Jones is a play clock. This is a third down situation. Those guys are paying attention to the motion, to the tap by the guard, but they're also looking at that play clock, knowing when they got to get down and get to this blitz. And the beauty of it is now you have a dropper, and all we're doing is playing coverage.
And you guys got 7 guys in coverage once again with only 4 rushers, and they get Verse on the center. That's going to happen tonight. The Rams are going to find the person that they would want Jared Verse matched up on, the guy that they think pass rush-wise gives them the best chance one-on-one, but they're not exposing their secondary number-wise. That's going to be a challenge for the 49ers tonight. It's also going to be a challenge for all offenses playing against that defense.
Yeah, J-Mac, what's the counter from San Francisco's offense tonight, especially considering that, as Lindsay told you off the top, you're going through the entire depth chart, people are injured.
They only have 2 players on their team, McCaffrey and Juszczyk, of guys that actually caught passes for them a year ago. So they're going to lean a ton on Christian McCaffrey, and that's what they've been doing. Now it's about how you deploy him and where you move him around. Right here, he's almost in a tight end position, gets matched up on an outside linebacker, and here it is, easy pitch and catch to the outside. They're not just going to keep him in the backfield. This I love. Motion to a slot receiver. Now you get 3 guys and it's empty. You expect McCaffrey to run a running back route, but this isn't that. He runs what we call a 7-cut, a deeper out, and scores the touchdowns against the New Orleans Saints. This, Dan, I don't know where you call this placement of the running back. Motion's out. He's in a wide receiver stance. He runs a comeback.
Oh, yeah.
This is a wide receiver route that he's able to get one-on-one and beat his guy. And this is a 4th down situation. Motions to a bunch on the outside, and now you force communication between 2 DBs, and here it is on a 4th and 2. They pick up a 1st down. This is in the 4th quarter of this game. So for McCaffrey, how do you move him around Kyle Shanahan? Because they're going to be keyed in on him, but you still got to find ways to get him
and
the
real
ball.
quick, easily, I think the 49ers need to find easier completions for their quarterback early tonight. A lot of last week was Brock Purdy too much downfield. Easier completions tonight.
One area to watch was CMC. The Rams have the best goal-to-go defense this season. McCaffrey has the most goal-to-go rushing attempts. Let's get Adam Schefter in here with some top stories. And Sheffy, we start in Baltimore. All eyes on Lamar Jackson's status this week.
Laura, for the 2nd straight day today, Lamar Jackson did not practice due to that hamstring injury, and it's looking like he'll be unable to play Sunday against the Houston Texans, which would mean that Cooper Rush would step in and start for Lamar Jackson. Let's keep in mind, the Ravens play the Rams at home next week before there's a bye, so they could opt to hold him out of 2 games and get a month's worth of rest. Let's also keep in mind one other issue for the Baltimore Ravens. Their Pro Bowl safety Kyle Hamilton did not practice today due to a groin injury that it seems he sustained during practice yesterday. So